Greetings, YouTube. If you have been on the internet for any length of time, you have probably heard the name Ben Shapiro. He is a fast-talking numbnuts that works for the Nazis. The fact that he himself is purports to be a Jewish person is somewhat terrifying because he has been carrying water for the white nationalists for a very long time. He's also a well-known misogynist, homophobe, transphobe. He's just an all-around horrible human being. So I always knew Ben was dumb. And his shtick is really old. I mean, he speaks very, very fast, doesn't let anybody get in edgewise, and then considers himself to have won the argument because he just wouldn't shut up. He's just so dim. I mean, he like burned a Barbie in public once for some stunt or other. It was bizarre and strange and just made no sense to me. But well, I always thought he was dumb. It never occurred to me in just how many areas of knowledge Ben is stupid. And it appears that he's also phenomenally stupid when it comes in the areas of both renewable energy and basic physics. You see, Ben is convinced that renewable energy is a fraud. It's a sham. And why does Ben believe this? Why? Because of the second law of thermodynamics. Yes, Ben thinks that because of the second law of thermodynamics, which, for all practical purposes, for as far as we are concerned, is only really applicable in a closed system, because of that, that renewable energy doesn't work. That it's all been some kind of, fraud committed by those horribly woke scientists who are trying to convince us that fossil fuels are bad when, of course, freedom fighters such as himself know that it's perfectly safe to just guzzle down crude oil. Actually, I think it would be a really good idea if Ben started guzzling crude oil. I think the experiment would be quite entertaining. Um, no, see, what I want Ben to do is that at noon tomorrow, I want Ben to go outside and I want him to tilt his head upwards into the sky and look around until he finds that really bright yellow orb in the sky. And I want him to look at it. And I want him to just bask in the glow of that orb for a few minutes. And then I want him to think about, do we live on Earth in a closed system? Look at the globe again. Ponder a little bit more. Do we live in a closed energy system? Come on, globe, ponder, globe, ponder. I wonder how many cycles it will take before Ben finally sees the light, pardon the pun, that we don't live in a closed system and that we have ample energy literally falling on us every day. Half the planet is always bathed in an endless stream of power. Not only do we get power directly from sunlight, which can be used for photovoltaic cells to generate electricity directly. It can also be used to heat water for other purposes. But we can also get the side effects of sunlight. What do I mean by that? Well, you see, the entire wind system on the Earth is an indirect result of the heat differential at different points on the planet. Warm in some places, cold in others. That causes the air to move. Air moves, you can use that for windmills, free energy. Water cycle. Sun comes down, evaporates water, water goes into sky, sky condenses it into rain, rain falls down, it goes into lakes and mountains and things, and then it rolls down streams and rivers, and we can dam it, we can use that, yes, to make electricity. And even if you don't look at the orb in the sky and make that connection, there's even geothermal options. There are places in the earth where all you have to do is drill a hole in the ground and stick a pipe, and you get free heat. And there are people who would like to drill even deeper, so that technology would be available in more places than those particularly special ones that are very close to those sources. Because if you go down deep enough, that heat's everywhere. I just going to make sure you do it real careful, like. There's, you don't want that backwash. Let's put it that way. But so he's just dumb, and there's lots of power out there. all of it renewable, all of it free once you get the infrastructure set up and functioning. That doesn't cause pollution because it's just either direct or indirect sunlight, or in the case of hydrothermal, it's coming from the center of the planet, which is a huge ball of molten iron spinning its little heart out, providing energy for us, for providing heat and an electromagnetic field for our planet for billions of years. It will do so for billions of more. Eventually, it will slow down. That's a different matter. We'll be long gone by then. Um, but yes, so Ben is dumb. We've always known Ben is dumb. But I just didn't realize how far his ignorance really went. And in fact, it appears that it is unplumbed.